Hello everybody and welcome to the INORL Benihana Cup Series Divisional Round. Yep, that's right, we're now in the playoffs and now the real action begins. We're here live at the world famous Eldora Speedway where 6 drivers, 4 division winners and 2 wildcard winners from each conference will face off for only 2 spots. The top 2 will advance over into the conference championship. And so this is first up. It's the AFC one. It's the AFC one. Then we'll have the NFC race as always. So anyway, this is gonna. Each race is going to be 10 laps. 10 laps here in Eldora, and we've seen Eldora racing get pretty messy, but I figured 10 laps would be more than enough. So each race is going to be 10 laps and no caution. So this is going to be one heck of a Wreckfest derby. And whichever 2 makes it out is going to be moving on to the conference championship. So here we go. Let's go through the starting lineup. On the pole today is the #1 seed in the AFC, Austin LaPlante. More points than any AFC driver in the conference. 2,013 points, the AFC West champion. On the outside will be defending AFC champion Lily Erickson, scoring 1,998 points and winning the AFC South by a commanding 103-point win. And then James Shelley will start third. He won the AFC North with 1,932 points, 16 points over Kyle Thomas, who, by the way, is right behind him. We'll get to him later. And then fourth is our AFC East winner, Daniel Day, with 1,873 points. And in the final 2 drivers in the final row are wild card drivers who advanced over via wild card. Kyle Thomas is going to be starting 5th. He was a runner-up to Shelley, as I mentioned, in the AFC North title. And rounding out the field will be wild card winner DJ Curtis. Curtis will face off against Erickson, trying to redeem himself, losing a 103-point lead over 103 points behind Erickson, trying to make it. So again, 2 spots each race, 10 laps, no cautions. Yep, no cautions again. So if you wreck out, you've got to pick yourself up. Anyway, without further ado, let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
It's going to be a Wreckfest derby, I predict, because Eldora is known for slip and sliding, wreck and filled wreckness. And since there's no cautions, if you wreck out, you gotta pick yourself up. 10 laps under the dirt, 2 spots on the line to advance over the conference championship. Here we go. Green flag is out. LaPlante Erickson the lead. Erickson just way a little too high. Here comes James Shelley. Here comes the turn. Erickson hits the wall. And first lap's going to Austin LaPlante. But here comes James Shelley. There's already a spin behind. No. Erickson hits it. Curtis slips up. Curtis slips. Here comes Daniel Day trying to battle for the lead. Shelley and Kyle Thomas looking to go back second. Shelley hits the wall. Here comes Thomas for Day. Day hits the wall too. And look at this. The top 2 wildcarders are into top 2 today. Here comes DJ Curtis. Still anybody's race though for lap 4. Thomas hits the wall. Curtis leads in lap 5. And now James Shelley trying desperately to get back on track. Hits the wall of plant. Now he's going to go comfort. And Erickson is down and left in the dust. Curtis hits the wall. Hits it too hard. Lap 7. And now Thomas hits it. And here comes Daniel Day. Daniel Day for the 2nd spot. Day now owns 2nd. 4 to go. Eldora spin by DJ Curtis. Curtis has just spun. Oh boy. Daniel Day the leader. And Austin LaPlante in 2nd. And LaPlante hits the wall. Now Shelley's going to try to catch up. 3 to go. Curtis has just spun out and probably ended his chances of winning. Here comes Daniel Day. LaPlante trying to hang on desperately for the second and final transfer spot. 2 to go in Eldora. All eyes will be on all of the top 2. LaPlante hits the wall. Thomas moves up to 3rd. Day has a commanding lead, but he hits the wall again. White flag will be out. And he slows down a little bit. Here comes Thomas. Thomas zoomed by. Kyle Thomas just zoomed by. Battle for second. LaPlante takes it. Here comes the final turn. Will Thomas hang on? And he will. And Kyle Thomas and also LaPlante will face off in the conference championship. What a wild race in just 10 laps in Eldora. Man, I'm already tired. Oh my gosh. Kyle Thomas and Austin LaPlante will face off against each other in the conference championship. Wow. 10 laps. That was real quick. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hard to believe. Thomas, there he is off final turn, taking the checkers. Daniel Day was within one on the last lap. Daniel Day was the leader, and he was well on his way to getting into the conference championship. But he hit he smugged the wall for too long. He just clipped it for too long. He took the white flag, but not the checkered flag. And Kyle Thomas was able to take advantage and zoom right on by. Here it is again, on board slow motion as Daniel Day hits the wall, scrapes him. James Shelley gets held up, and Thomas uses it to his advantage, zooming on by. And LaPlante passes him for 3rd, and here he comes for 2nd. He makes it through Daniel Day for the 2nd and final transfer spot, and Day let that last spot slip through his fingers. So look at this, polar opposites from the divisional round will face against each other in the conference championship. Kyle Thomas, the lowest seed of the divisional rounds, he finished 2nd in the wild card race. He is now a winner here. And Austin LaPlante, the best driver in the AFC this season, they'll face off against one another in the conference championship. Who knew this would be the battle to watch for in the AFC Championship? And boy, is it going to be a fun one. Kyle Thomas and Austin LaPlante, they'll face off against each other in the AFC Championship games. Race, I meant to say, not game, it's race. So, congrats to them on advancing over. They'll face off for the spot in the finals. James Shelley finished 3rd. He came so close, but that held up. He got held up later by Daniel Day in the end. He did pass him, but unfortunately wasn't enough. Just missed out on the cut. Daniel Day will be 4th today. 4th Daniel Day, would you believe? He was the leader on the white flag and then drops to 4th. Tough break. And there will be a new AFC champion this year. Lily Erickson struggled all race long to finish in 6th. And DJ Curtis came in 5th. The wild card winner is not going to advance either, so neither South driver is going to make it to the conference championship. So it'll be Kyle Thomas, the wild card man, versus Austin LaPlante, the AFC man. So it's going to be Cinderella. It's going to be David versus Goliath in the AFC championship race. So, but how will the NFC set up? So we're about to find out right now. Here we are, folks, the NFC divisional round. As mentioned earlier, there will be 10 laps, and the top 2 drivers who make it through to the will face off against each other in the conference championship at an undisclosed location. I have not determined that location yet, and I will let you know when we get to that point. But right now, we have 6 more drivers, this time from the NFC, competing for those spots. And on the poll today, is going to be the overall point leader in the NFC South's NFC's number 1 seed, Nick Parasols, with 2,025 points. On the outside is going to be the defending champion, Declan Cave, finished with 2,011 points. An 8-point win over Connor Smith, who Smith came within 1 turn of making it here tonight, and he wrecked down the turn of death. And well, Ferguson took advantage. We'll get to him later. And Parasols won 9 points over Jonathan Skibnicki, but Skibnicki just wasn't up to beat in the wildcard race. Starting third is going to be NFC North winner Charles Sanford with 1,980 points, 13 points over John McNamara, who, by the way, right behind him. We'll get to them later. And Logan Faulkner will start fourth, the NFC South champion, a 5-point win. 1,846 for Faulkner, 1,841 for Ferguson. But here comes the wildcard competitors on this row. John McNamara will start in fifth, based on his points, based on how many points he got. So McNamara finished second in the wildcard race after Connor Smith wrecked out, as I mentioned earlier. And rounding out the field is Scott Ferguson, looking to seek revenge over Logan Faulkner, who he lost to by 5 points for the NFC South crown. So 10 laps Eldora, no cautions. So here we go. Let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
2 spots on the line for the NFC Conference Championship. It's a battle all throughout the end. Here we go, folks. Pace car is out, and Nick Parasols will lead us back to the green. 10 laps in Eldora. Here we go. Decent start for Nick Parasols. First lap goes to him. Now he hits the wall in the bottom. Here comes McNamara. We already have a spinner right behind between Faulkner and Charles Sanford. Good news for Ferguson. And McNamara just spun out. How did that happen? How did that happen? And here's Parasols looking on the top. And here comes Ferguson. Here comes McNamara. He spins out. He spins out, Ferguson makes it through, and he'll be the leader. Ferguson ruled now the leader. The other car's wrecked out. Here he comes. To lap 3, Ferguson hits the wall in the Clan Cave. He's looking to get the first spot away. He does. No other close competitors left also, so it's down to these two. Ferguson hits the wall, and now when Cave hits the wall, Ferguson's going to make it work. Now Cave hits it. 2 drivers in pit road already. And Ferguson smacks the wall again. And Cave, now the close competitor, is now John McNamara in third. Still earlier race with 5 to go. Ferguson still hanging on to the comfortable lead. The number 1 is in the number 1 position right now. Still 5 seconds behind Cave is McNamara. McNamara trying to take advantage of Cave's wall smacking. 3 to go when Ferguson hits the stripe. Here he comes again. Ferguson smacks the wall again with 3 to go. Still a comfortable lead over the Clan Cave. And Parasols are approaching the lap car. Nick Parasols, they're out of pit road. There are more lap cars coming. 2 to go. Scott Ferguson still holds a comfortable lead, surprisingly, in Eldora. Here they come towards the white flag. Will Ferguson hang on with 1 to go? Despite all the wall smacking, he still has a lead. It looks like Ferguson may make it, and so will the Clan Cave. Here he comes off the final turn, and Ferguson is going to win the NFC Divisional race, and the Clan Cave will hang on for second. Not much drama as the AFC race had, but we have our 2 competitors now. Scott Ferguson and the Clan Cave, defending champion. He's going for the 2nd straight NFC title for the Clan Cave. Faulkner didn't make it out in 6th. Sanford finished in 5th. McNamara, if he had 1 more lap, he probably would have catched up to to Cave. And Parasols, the number 1 overall seed, is going home as he finishes in 4th tonight.